listen to this music, it gives you perspective for deliver Ambazonia to the Ambazonian people. One thing when I get for always remember, mommy and papa them. Now say, you must take the challenge, you must do it your way. And make your way being the right way. That is the essence of this music. I will play the music again one more time. Anybody join me, share extensively. I don't say they don't restrict this page, but we'll be happy say we don't get almost 1,000 in no time. So maybe we share extensively, share for WhatsApp group, share everywhere. And today we'll get this one news for all man who stay inside Ambazonia. I will play this music again from P Brothers. Do it your way. The 10%. We'll fit do one. And we will do one. I'll play the music again. So as you join, just share extensively. Somebody asked the name for the song. Do it your way. Just type on YouTube. The musician is P Brothers. They don't sing with the now Amber boy. So we'll be very glad for not saying our brother get the music, and the music be very inspirational. When I listen to this music, I say, no, this is my kind of music. I also see this opportunity for salute Tina Venue, where now my best African musician. That one I need to talk for back. That's my, because you know when we see musicians and this other musicians just play owner, these are people that inspire. They sing something maybe very abstract from which everybody don't sing. So give them the praise, give them the thanks, and say yes. So you must listen music and appreciate them and get that. So more listen to this while we share them. Thank you so much. Do it your way.
Sometimes you wanna how we survive it no be easy them say we no go make am anything where you get do make you do one well everybody go talk am nobody go help am so make you no hear them, make you no mind them. Just do your thing your way. I am doing it my way. Doing your way. We are doing it our way, cause we don't want no delay. We don't care what you can say. I am doing it my way. Doing your way. We are doing it our way, cause we don't want no delay. We don't care what you can say. Oh, yeah, make una listen. Whether we go body, make we thank for the year. One day it will better. Anything where you can do, make you do one well. Everybody go talk at me. Nobody go help me. So make you no hear them, make you no mind them. Just do your thing your way. I am doing it my way. Do it your way. We are doing it our way, cause we don't want no delay. We don't care what you can say. I am doing it my way. Do it your way. We are doing it our way, cause we don't want no delay. We don't care what you can say. Mama, Daddy, sister, brother, Zangele, mama, Zangele, Daddy, Zangele.
You never see this clip, very nice. P Brothers, not be P Square. Very different, yes. Although some of the lyrics them be like a little bit similar, but you want a P Brothers in a music name that. So P Brothers, now one man. Although you feature with other artists, a future. So and the brothers, the end out is Z. Now BRODAZ. They get P-Brothers. Okay, now that said, I think say when you listen to this music, you get to be inspired. because, like I don't talk several times, when I don't just see the manifestation for the thing they were talk just a few days ago. I be talk about 6 months expectancy, but it not reach 2 weeks. Some of the things that start happening within our revolution. That one I will tell you one thing. Thank you so much. Some people wish me happy birthday. My birthday day now for 14th, so I just get a kind of start now, So as I will talk, all we must know one thing. The most important thing for any revolution now for fight against the things that they harm that revolution, either financially, psychologically, or otherwise. And there's only one way you can do that. You liberate yourself from the cocoon of docility. That dogma say you must always support some person because you do not support it, even if the person do the wrong thing, or because for your idea they don't use propaganda. Say, okay, you know what? Some person say no volume. Nah, there is volume. Just restart your device. Or they don't use propaganda. Will make a feel say they gain the majority, but you always see all my analysis, all my statistics, it be 100% correct. I've been telling us several times, say La Republique, it will ever win Ambazonia. Yes, it will ever happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not in 1 year. It will never happen. And when it happened recently, Ambassador Cohen, it on tweet, and that turned out the significance for personally Ambassador Cohen. Now, one of the people that way, Donald Trump, you follow him jealously. Now, one of the people that way, T-Bone, you follow him jealously. Now, one of the people that way, Nancy Pelosi, you follow him jealously. Now, the person that way, the whole America, they follow you because it will get a strategic impact for American policy for Africa. America get foreign policy, but America get different sectors of the foreign policy. Or they're talking about American policy for Africa. So when Cohen talks something, no say he almost, if not exactly, in America in mind that. Therefore, we got to be strategic. You will see people the way they don't stereotype themselves because they find a political gains, they find a relevance, they will always attack a diplomat of that standing, where none of them have been lazy shoe, they don't be sweet for office. So the day Ambassador come and say, "Will you follow it closely? I will be happy with it, impartiality when it comes to the conflict where they go on for our country, at where the Republic don't wage war on we, the Ambazonians." It don't talk clearly. Say, make what it happen, make the African Union, make it contact the United Nations, make it appoint a mediator for duty, a mediator for negotiate the crisis where they go on for our land. Some people, they can't call she a laugh. Before Ambassador Cohen, but one can talk this thing. What happened? Now the same thing where quickly I shut down my WhatsApp, it makes some crazy noise. Now the same thing where African most trusted, most valuable legal luminary and activist, peace crusader, and international diplomat. Would you call this already PLO Lumumba? If you don't talk and say, for some negotiation for being genuine. Now the African Union, United Nations, they get to appoint a body. Now Switzerland will not take upon itself due to their dubious method with La Republique du Cameroon for full win to our own so-called brothers. Now when I see that every day because they go take small tip for Switzerland, I be telling me as editor, say nothing will ever happen to that kind of arrangement because it be illegal, it be illegitimate, and it not get any ground. Now whether the Cameroon government not commit to it, and they only take a few of us to fool us, and we have said no to it. So when you see Cohen can talk, people they can attack Cohen. I want to ask you a question, Mami and Papa. If these people not be paid by the Republic of Cameroon, how some man go to call the name of the African Union, the name of the United Nations for intervene for crisis? Where would any credit very UN intervene? So when UN to intervene, yet some people they can attack you, say we must go to Switzerland. Now who get Switzerland? Now United Nations get Switzerland on Switzerland get United Nations. Switzerland is just one country of the many countries in the United Nations. When United Nations make declaration, okay, today, most of una don't know how to verify things. When they share the fake news, say the United Nations, they can create some state, Atiku Abubakar, they can lost how many local government, wait, and so on. When I share them, because I feel like United Nations don't talk. But yet, once somebody call United Nations, the most genuine thing, when I do it, when I can't attack the person. I will ask you now, you, mommy, when you watch me, when the fool say, we must go to Switzerland. I'll ask you this question, mommy. I'll ask you, papa. Say, between African Union and Switzerland and European Union and United Nations and America, now which one strong where if it bring Cameroon down? Now Switzerland, where it depend on Cameroon for foreign reserves, or now America, where they always cut aid for Cameroon, it don't stop remove Cameroon from AGOA, or now United Nations, where if it take action for inside Security Council and COA, not just talking United Nations, it specify United Nations Security Council, because that is a diplomat. That is a diplomat. And all we must be firm. So we support all in totality which we call on top. And that is how all Ambazonians must adopt. Anything Switzerland is criminal, is illegal, and it will not happen because it's one way to decentralization. We never ever settle for federation. It never ever happen. We want only independence, only, and that is it. So everybody must be strategic when it comes to issues like this. We don't really about independence, and that one be very clear. Give me a minute, please. Thank you. So as I be talk, it be strategic move. Understand this. UN, African Union, they get 2 billion times their strength. It be more than Switzerland by 2 billion. Now, take yourself, say you there for village. Okay? Take yourself, say you there for village. Then, that village get chief or quarter head. No move to quarter head. And then, some problem come up. Quarter head, they try, you need to go. Think if they bring paramount chief. So, Switzerland is a quarter head for United Nations and African Union put together. Now, quarter head. So, paramount chief and quarter head now get power. My only go for small for Manfred. Manfred get chiefs them. When you have a grandstand, now all the shit on for from that place. So, not the paramount chief, Dr. Oben. So why it be safe for a case? People they want invent, they want change the thing. With that said, I keep on for them. So we support the Cohen initiative 1,000,000%, and that is how we're going to go. Anybody when I also we talk about Switzerland, we only talk about Switzerland. So all we don't get the game set and we'll be ready for La Republic for comfortable for negotiation. We don't take anything less. Anything less. Perfectly set. That done. I go for the next thing. I come back for the one message for Poetry for inside Ambazonia. I come back with the one message. I go for the next thing. HOB matter. This HOB will bring me to talk about 3 things on the blue or even more. Number 1, when I see some fake report where some people they circulate and say na BBC writer. First things first, BBC not write that kind of report. They say the Busha 13 use them for acquire. Alright. I will talk briefly on that. That report first na fake, not the BBC writer. I know the person will do that nonsense, and even I know say they watch me. And I want to tell you one thing, mommy and papa. Propaganda. It not mean say na outright lie. You know me I say you can lie say Nigeria then I go Europe because he want to do propaganda. No. Propaganda means say make you probably try to exaggerate the truth. Now propaganda that. So you do a propaganda and exaggerated truth. Now I think that the most apt definition that we have for animal concern propaganda means that something will happen, then you make some wonderful news out of the small thing. Now propaganda that way at least some base they say this thing will happen, and then maybe don't inflect and stuff like that. People used to do it, but for kind of like outright lie, say 13 for the bush 13 for acquire. First of all, it not happen. It should be then for Memphis Central. In order for acquire. And acquire not be any village for inside Ambazonia or wherever. Acquire is a whole precinct, a district. It's a subdivision. So when we see now why they don't tell and say Ambazonians, una get why you in the America, you there Europe, you get internet. They write fake news about BBC. I teach you another time. Just take the first 10 words, go down to Google, type that same thing, click them. Even a national telegram publisher, you will see them for the telegram will pop up. Telegram will pop up. Now, when they share the fake news from BBC, the person who do that thing will know it. Now, the highest man when they lie, when they do fake propaganda for this social media, when I know the person. Yes, I see now he start sharing. And person who claims to be intelligent for that extent, he not be pick fake thing because he know now he write down, he start sharing for group of the they call that group the Cock Republic. He start sharing for the I don't look at I write on top of fake news. The essence for that thing I for do it now for discredit we. Because BBC will see that kind of fake report, will say, oh, so now the Ambazonia they do that to them. So anything away, some genuine person will tell them, they'll say no, maybe not be true. They don't even want to get interest or even investigate the story. So they want a calculated attempt by Cameroon government, he agents them. This guy, I dey see looky. They way I will conclude my investigation for you. I will declare you, wait, I don't team and fit. And I will call your name that day. It's a very sad thing. We got deceased from this fake news sharing on social media. We got deceased, absolutely. The very man, now is that shared the other news say, some man you marry swear juju, he don't get accident like he go use the Post newspaper in him. This is what he does. And when the Post no write that story, if you see article from the Post, why you not go for the people that own Facebook page, go find out. Or why you not even find the front page? The same thing going for internet, you're going to see those things. Even on Facebook bar, if you type the first letters, it will take you go for if that similar post day somewhere, it will take you go for day. We get to be very, very sensitive. Now, moment they do a Cameroon government also don't win, they do everything to destabilize our communication networks. Because they know for sure, say credibility, now it win war. Not be useless, senseless propaganda. Ambazonia is again for be tougher than this by now. I don't tell them very clean and clear. Say when we don't see some news from a page, any news where I tweet them, I will put them on my status. You will see on the National Telegraph page. Me the no clone Telegraph can't start spread them. Check my personal status. Check what Facebook page, National Telegraph Africa. If you don't see some news like this, spread news all I say, oh, for 14 July or 20 July, Nigeria will divide UNO state. We don't see any to write that news because they're fake. So people say, oh, but media organs in Nigeria are carrying. Media organs in Nigeria not get, no investigation, passing for check concern Ambazonia. You know, even for inside their own country, I will beat them for the reporting because when I write something anywhere, authentic, if there's an error, I'll come back because authorities in that country will still contact National Telegraph. So when I not see news, when I share fake news all over, when it concerns United Nations, so they want to separate Nigeria, Cameroon, they want to do this, when I share them. When I be able to take time, maybe people just cut part them, when I be able to listen to the analysis and the genesis from which side those media organs they come. 14 July will come pass. Wait will happen. When I not see this, state they don't separate them. We got to concentrate for our revolution. Not for the spread fake news. Fake news not be our issue here. You need the police number. You need to write for police number. Now why I write in Cameroon Southwest and Northwest way? I didn't have because Twitter means say Twitter is for be brief. Twitter in words a bit limited. So you don't write just the fact, the headlines for Twitter. But inside the register what the publisher, you go down, you see Ambazonia there. But some people don't capitalize on this. Expect same go for Twitter, go the right way, it please them, or till will bring we further to the international community. Oh, now therefore the share way the Norwegian Refugee Council talk about how they neglect the war for Cameroon. Especially they use the Ambazonia. Why not query Norwegian Refugee Council? Why not query BBC? But they share the news pass all man, but instead of news, they use the Northwest and Southwest as the major thing they use in Cameroon. But when you show every tattoo, when I want to say every tattoo must right na two way, una insensitivity the producer for na head because I get an adrenaline will be insensitive. It need to understand what they do. Because everything that you do, una then so bad in the way that some of you, everything you do want to hurt the revolution. It doesn't say don't use a knife, me to cut the revolution hard, to tell me the hard for, but you know whatever for so long as I there. Yes. Okay, take for example. They say, oh, Eric Tato, You ever the right the Ambazonia, this Ambazonia that. I want to ask you one question. Which Ambazonia don't ever come second support Telegraph? Man ask that question. So if I take my Telegraph, make them the way I want them for suit una, where if it be wrong because it never help the revolution for anyway. Today, I get oppressions from and advertising from Ghanaians, Sierra Leone people, Liberians, Gambians, all the other country apart from una one nation of my own people. Yes. Now apart from una one nation of the Ambazonia, upon my sacrifice on the revolution, what is it do? My money that I want to put on the revolution. Una the one force me to do team way. It is contrary to international norms. When I say help for bring it closer to independence, because the Republic don't tell when I'm gonna go do so for discourage Eric to bet. When I hear that music way, P brothers plan say do it their way. This is the way. It's legitimate, and that is why when I still get revolution today, because probably Eric Tato stand the test of time. Yes, that's it. So you see the kind of make noise. This say write this one, but they share different things where they write away. They instead insist. Now Northwest and Southwest now conflict. This is refugee. Norwegian Refugee Council. Now that Mark don't post them, Paul don't post them. Go show period they talk say the crisis is for Ambazonia. If some man will take them seriously. BBC too don't write them. I don't look at you and laugh. And also when I will share them fine. But when every time they insist they write Ambazonia. But they don't know every time do fake propaganda say BBC calls it Ambazonia. Why for that Norwegian Refugee Council? Why do not call and say Ambazonia? But when they share them because they don't help to expose the issue for the world, right? Isn't it? Because nobody will take it seriously if you put it that way. But they will take it seriously if you start that the crisis is in the Northwest and Southwest. It's going down. The people call themselves Ambazonia. That is how it's reported. And some person will not even know he left from it, right? But he claims they go to school. He always can bring this propaganda. I want to tell you authoritatively that National Telegraph no ever subscribe to that insensitivity. So long as I remain the CEO of this company. Yes. So we Ambazonia and say God already bless you with one of the strongest media organs for the world now. Yes, that's the truth. So all una must remain very straightforward. So una see the way I explain it to una because I want them to know. That's why they can't beat us because we already understand everything will go on. They say do so, right? So if small, they not ever support you. Even $10 and I don't receive it. When the website will be launched, the new one, I don't talk, I will still insist. Say, if you not be my friend, not support me. Very clean and clear. I don't need that. If you are not a friend to National Telegraph, keep your money to your pocket. I don't need that. I get a lot of partners, Gambians, Sierra Leoneans, Burkina Faso, everywhere. So if you not be one fan, will not need your support. I don't ever need that. Yes, this should be very clear. If I didn't know self say you're my enemy, you won't even subscribe for my website for it, I will block you. But unfortunately, I don't get that capacity. Yes, it should be clear. I don't talk and say, find your enemies, identify them, tag them, name them, put that on them. Say you want an enemy number 1B, name me, push it aside. Now could they go progress? Because no man not the way. He hates you, he want me progress. He always want me fail. And I got to remind them, you know the number of followers I get them? Good ones. Good ones, I need to watch well. Good ones. Where the only when I say, me website come, person don't call me right from Burkina Faso. So I'm coming from Cote d'Ivoire, say, wait to go on. When you want to subscribe, want to support you. The radio, you'll see donation part for radio. 99%, if not 100% for American media, be community funded. Me, they read and see them. But me, one, I did fight on a revolution. I did do this. I did do that. When it comes to money, I don't put on the revolution. From the BLM to Batibo to Bafu, everywhere. Today, the people can make noise, say, Eric, that, this, that, and so on. So I don't tell them in advance. Some person say, what to be pride? Pride means say, you be proud for trade, not better, or you make empty noise. This one are confident. I tell you, say, if you are not my friend, I don't need you to support my media organ. Get out of my pages. Short and simple. You know how many human beings do it? It's a big market. Because see, now I see the doctor say they will always talk. Nobody will ever come to support you. They always talk. But nobody ever come to support you. They always make noise. So me will be strategic about this thing. For move forward, we must identify our friends there, and then we'll forge ahead with the revolution. Okay, you go for page, right? You go for the National Telegraph, you get hundreds of thousands of followers. Okay, but when you post something, you see 200 people they like them, 300 people. But when you go for page reach, where you look, because if you know how many people don't come for the page, you see 100,000 people, but now 200 people they can't like them because they only have for spy. When it concerns on two way, it looks some way, they do one. They get for coming shows, so they talk all bad things for them and so on and so forth. One quick minute, ma block some like a public agent. They call you when a Sally John, you see now in that zone. Ma just block it very quickly. Good. You listen me for radio. So listen me for radio. Get radio. Well, start radio, you will listen for you know if you comment. Goodbye. So that is how it is. We got to be strategic. I don't talk, I'm very clean and clear. Say, if you not be my supporter, if you not like Eric Tato, I not like you either. That should be very clear. I need to beg you, this revolution, we 10% we must liberate Ambazonia. So not to say, I will carry pay you because I want to say when subscription reach on my website, you go subscribe. I need to beg you for subscribe. You know how many planners I get away they do publish to my website? Even Google, we don't deactivate Google's where this thing, we put our own personal advertisement, and now we will take contract from the people that really get the advert themselves. So I need to beg no man. If I did deactivate Google, if you know the extent we don't go, and all the projects they do the subscription, they do it. Where they do subscription out there, now Ghanaians, Polo, Burkina Faso, Gambia, Zambia, that's it. No Ambazonia, the only Ambazonia they even do advertisement on myself. Now it's apology. So I don't make it very clear. Say I need to beg you. I get dozens, thousands of subscribers away, different countries. All the communities here, Israelites, all sides, they wait for subscribe. So maybe very clear for any man we call except say Amber. I don't need you for my business. If you are not my friend, get out of my life because you are a devil. This one should be very, very clear. I sent you on put for that. So you don't need everybody. It will never happen in this world where black man, where especially the same country, they be so wicked, so mean. They don't want to see their survivor. They be extremely wicked, even in their thoughts about you. So this is the message I want you to take home today. For you to succeed, you get the point. Okay, take for example. I'll give you a small example. Because this revolution, you get for me, man, make them know, me be very clear. I want to know one example. Me all man listen very attentively. You see all these people, them, where they call themselves leader activists, they online, they menus every day. They don't care because back home, they don't even get no investment. They come to Europe, they don't make or America or elsewhere, they don't make no substantial kind of investment. So they don't care whether I work or you know, but we will not put our money back home. We really want to be liberated. We will not lose our brothers or sisters. We will get the conscience, original conscience about the revolution will be so badly hurt and we need it to succeed. Now they need to work, they need to do nothing. But the make noise. I did tell some person the other day, I'll give you a small example for some small business who they start them. Plantain chips, telegraph chips or foods. You look plantain chips, might do an example. So that where I turn I want to say any man when I'm Ambazonia, if you learn from here, do one for your own country where they any side. Because every will do and we 1,000 for the United States, we will still make the same money times 10. And I'll explain. Listen to this very carefully. You see, plantain chips, you buy a machine where they cut plantain, you cut the same size. You order this wrapper, you make your own brand, you order the wrapper. If you order from Italy, from China, from inside America, yeah, you order maybe 100,000. It's very cheap. They can do one for 10 cents. Once you order that one, you can slice plantain. You get like 2 workers where they do that stuff. You slice the plantain, you package them. You will spend a maximum of $1.50 for one complete packet of plantain, from oil to slicing to electricity. All the cost per unit will be there. If you go now, you find stores a day where they find supply. Walmart, Aldi, a lot of the stores. Just imagine, say, God bless you, only 10 supply points. You get 10 supply points, you go put your plantain, they give your plantain, you take like 5,000 packets or 10,000. Because Walmart is 7, if you sell 20,000, that thing for 1 month. Walmart. Now, with that, you may say if you sell 50 packets for plantain chips, you get 50 cents per packet. You'll make how much at the end of the month? $25,000 US. Only plantain chips. You sleep for your house, that is what it is. So when you see for future, you see Indians don't make wild money for the country, Spanish, they come for they not get documents, all of them. Would you learn from them? Say, how did you do it? When they say, why Spanish man they succeed? No. How did you do it? Ask the question how, and you survive. So you see, I say, in 1 month, if you make $25,000 US only for plantain chips. So times 10, you'll make $250,000 US in 1 year. I'm talking about 250 to 300,000 only selling plantain chips. That is what we're supposed to be thinking. And I advise all Ambazonians, All of them need involved for the kind of small business because the work will be funded by we. As I say, I will not get no support in terms of money because that is how it is. It's a complex one. And so we got to think, re-strategize on how we got to make money for measures of funding revolution. If you make $25,000 of plantain chips, in 1 year we don't even get the money for even buy even shares or inside some petrol station. So if you move $50,000, you put them for the revolution, not to not touch you. But people they only shit on the thing that say they'll kind of fool now every day. Oh, do this, draft this, don't draft this. It takes me to talking about the fake Sako draft. When they don't use them, they say they don't can apologize, confess, apologize, even before my 6 months. I begin in 6 months. They always start fear the danger for the lies they do. And I like the name where they get it, say draft, war draft. I'm sure I'll show an example for cat that you know. Why it is so all to our top? It really can't happen exactly the way. No, I tell them. I told at some point they see comment about the plantain issue. They plenty business a day. And how much do they register business for America? Less than $200. You only go see food they certify. You hear about 5 sisters, this. They get kind supermarket for them. Suppose they answer, well, how do man they make that money? Good question. Go ask them. Because the highest they sell for any country for the well not chop. Man not chop in his sleep. Once you invest in food, shelter, communication, transportation, you make the money. Communication. Those are the things. Not be some abstract, not be rocket science. When I don't understand, when I see people they get group home for you now. Una own brothers, they get wonderful money. When I say, but how? Yes. Because they came here, they hustle, they work any kind of job, gather their money, do what they do. Today they get now hundreds of employees. You come up back home, you can't work for your own Bamenda brother here. If you do anything, it's got the money. So at the same time, Ambazonia say this is what we're supposed to do. We'll not allow ourselves for being defeated. Never. We got to fight very, very hard. Imagine say we 10, we 20. We get the business say you 25,000 only for one small plantain chip or maybe 100,000 a month. But for the country they make $1 million every month of profit. Yes. When our own boys want to know them, we want to know them. So we need to do this. Get this money. Fund our revolution. Liberate our country. We'll not be wait on these cheap liars where they can make. Listen, how if you be leader for revolution in work, you don't get no idea how you make money for harness resources. You don't do that. How? How is that possible? How you want to liberate people the way you liberate people from the bondage of poverty, from the bondage of corruption, but you say you poor past all man where you claim you want to liberate it. That's the truth. Apart from Sisiku, Ayuktabe, Julius, and the rest of the Wali they jail where they work, pump for them, all them, document them. The rest of the guys still on social media now lazy about. They don't have even $500 in their account, their own personal money. They don't ever work out. Yes, they don't get that. So they don't ever liberate you. They get a mentality for the crooked mentality for chief people. That is why I tell and say the 10% ain't matter. I mean, they make noise every day. So, was that there? But that don't prove to be the wealthiest platform. I'll play this audio from Chris Ann, one of the most jobless persons of the revolution, the most evil. I'll play the audio Mona here. The video rather. I want to thank my brother Salas Ater for why don't you do some good flair. Ambazonia the 10%. Thank you so much, Salas. God bless you. I love you. You know the 10%ers. You don't bring some new slogan. The 10%ers. Yes, we are the 10%ers. I'll play this video from Chris and Mona here. Then I analyze this thing. I'm gonna hear very well. Along you now, any man, my idea about business and the success of anybody, it be free. Now free tutorials. I want to give you an idea how to make the money. If you make a lot of money, if you make 10,000 for plantain chips, 1 million, depending on your location. If you start supply, if you get the best plantain chips for the whole of America, the whole of Europe, yes, you can do it. And you help the revolution. You get the point. So I will play when I see this Chris Army confession about war draft. Now what I be telling last time saying, revolution, not be noise they make up, not be that to stop. Facts are facts. Until this revolution will end, anything they will fly go around, they will come for every tattoo. Yeah, they go announce money, 400,000. This I told us waiting. It's Chris Anu. Listen.
More than 60, between 60 to 70% of the drafts are still in pledges. So we should not make a mistake going after people thinking they are sitting on top of money and they don't want to release it. No, most of the money, 60 to 70%, as I've seen in most countries, is still in pledges they were given a few months to redeem the pledges.
Good. Before I want come for the one supposed to talk about national army. We not come all time can talk about national army for social media. The army is doing well. People the way they be concerned, they go fund the army. We not talk about on time. Just coming back to this. When I hear Chris Anu, he say 70%, 60 to 70%. That is a big lie. That is a big lie. Now 99%, 99.99% of us pay $1 for that thing where they go to that audio money, they go do and so. It don't come for 70 now. Tomorrow they will go back say, finally nobody paid. Because the people that they can't pledge those things, those are extremely very broke guys. They don't like say Ella where the bedroom. You not even pay house rent. If the old people they run around, you can pledge 825. Man will pay rent for play the stay for bedroom. You can give a 25 and put them for wall draft. Not draft no. Not draft. At tonton your eyes. You don't put king. Not king this. So when I see here with the turn, I be turn no say 6 months, but you don't come out. I be give 6 months because I be no. I don't give overlap time. So I be happy say when I don't see the definition of una revolution. By now, any man will not understand. Say the people they out and for dupe them. Then that one on your business. I don't talk say any man you see follow Sako. Go take your pen and paper right and say I am a sheep. Till this world will end. Sako remains illegitimate. He remains a con man. That's how he's known by the American government. He's nothing good can come from me. Now, by the way, if for 3 years, I'll be able for me to having a quarter policeman for Prince George's County. I'll be able for salute any man, even a counselor for your own play with it, because here he's known as a certified thief, scammer. For play before it get problem with this one and security and waiting before it come out. So it is bad. And we'll be happy say when I see how they be fool now. They announce, oh, we have raised 400,000, so they be glad they'll go post them 400,000 drafted. So other one they say may raise 1.5 million. So time will reach. When I don't raise that money, we no one here say in a pledges, we now go bring that money for the Ambazonian people. Now Ambazonian money will raise the money. Now. You guys will bring the money back. So we now want to tell a small 200 this thing. $200 put them with it because the own say they do war draft. Now the impression that money don't go for house rent. They don't pay the house rent since. Now, field marshal don't go to that day after how many months? We don't ever hear field marshal voice. You go to that day, go take some fake picture, then put on television and say you don't wipe for truck B. So me say for the whole the BLM, man make explosives, no man no here, not only here. For the whole the BLM, when I hear who report that news. No, I want ask you now. Because they never do war draft for the BLM, field marshal just bring motif. I mean when I see the way they manipulate you now. Field marshal doesn't fight no war anywhere in the BLM again. That is the truth. You be the BLM, if you hate me, I don't care. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Ask yourself, say, that old field marshal make us say, he make explosive finish for military that's king. Call your own family member in the BLM, any neighboring village. If one man hears something explode, if gone over the BLM, the last 1 month, call me any kind of name. Those are the things, now facts checking. You see? Now facts checking. It be so sad. Say they know, say they feel manipulation for the kind level. Look what they're doing. People say, don't come out, they come here for truck, we scatter them. They know say the next question I say, they're all teaching now, but they do small audio, they will make more sense. You know, the next one they'll say, why not take the gun? They say, only they will scatter them, having gun, they don't feel which side don't see where they feel bomb to all thing bomb your gun. Some gun will fall someplace. And so, field marshal, you bomb all man die, all team. So you not get power, go take video, for even go stand for the place, take pictures, so the military than this. Because all man be die according to your audio. You bomb all man die, but you not go take picture. You wait until the can't transport the cops before you can make audio. So these are the things that I'm saying. That is bad. It's bad. And Chris and officially continually deceive the people. It's so poor. It's so poor. That's why I said that the worst thing wherever for the revolution, like Anu and Sako. Because if you see Mario go chop crap for 1 million francs, crap for Red Lobster, you never know say that one is a serious issue. So we remain committed. We respect all fighters. Respect the sacrifice of field marshal. But we deny any form of dirty propaganda and lies for dupe our people. You know what ever happened with the revolution? You know what ever happened? Very quickly, I want to take the opportunity for say, as I been announced yesterday, that the bury our papa now. Pamola, when I already read from National Telegraph, and I know so they always go for the hard news way it may be available. So we announced yesterday they bury Papa today, and exactly the way it happened. And one talk say Ambazonians. Now Pada don't die. Pai family, obviously, when man die, people they do contribution. People they say they don't drop, don't do this. Fako, people them, when they be amber. They know $1 is not give for Pai die. I hope so we not go do them, not give small thing. So Pada die, Ambazonia not be able. Imagine say, it's all we Ambazonia not be find that Papa a link for Papa a contribution place. Put every at $25 there every month. Imagine so put $25, we 1,000. Would that mean we 8 million? Okay, we for diaspora so they only more just so they we 1 million or 2 million for diaspora. It might say only we 1 or 2,000 we put $25 for buy for now. How much that money will come out? So it's a sad thing. Now when I see them use it from my brother P brothers, we talk say now only talk people they talk. People make noise they don't grab this. They can't lie on top pie name. Be very sacred for them. Pardon that if I'm don't put donation link. None of them are actually make noise. Even $1, £1, they not get to put up for buy this thing, but they make noise the whole place. Because they hope say you collect the small money from the Ambazonian people, they can't give up, you can't give up for them. Maybe they chop to pay their own small bills. So it be so bad. It be so poor. And the challenge now, we all over they go pour at least $25 for buy fund drive. If family don't even want them to say now by force, they must give them money. Wait to be our own contribution, pan jolly to me die. Don't bury power. The only way when every time to report on a share, which is good. Every pie ish, when I see the argue, till now, when I don't green us in 93 BD. I don't know what's going on. You see, with the rights on down, the rights on stock, somebody go 8 and all. Take all what they move the plate, just a national trigger, start sharing. You gain weight for that kind of thing. You take my information, move me where I write them for start sharing. What is your game? Wait to change. You only have to authenticate them because they will see something on Telegram, they don't write the news. Suppose they say they need the link. After this, I will try to put the link up for my pages. You just send just a small link. I'll share them for WhatsApp. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's sad. You know, I make noise. When I think drop 400 and something thousand. Well, no, move even 200,000 or 20,000 for the people for all the tape I don't do. And when the license now, part grab how many thousand before he died for Fako. Yet, pardon die and they bury part today for Bukwango. $1 on another contributor. And as I told my phone, I'll go find way when I put small money down and start sharing. So, oh, we get $1,000 for party die. If that one down on draft them, if you economy, you not give $25,000 for party die. Now, we don't cash now. So, at the ask, all man, we go put $25. And also beg what people for that. Say, we'll do something. And you talk because that now the community. If you see a fundraiser through that, we take our give Papa, or that people for they move every $1,000 or 500 or 200, depending on which way the community agree for that trouble, for that fund basket. Give for Papa now part of the revolution. Yes, this man has done a lot for us. He has stood for us. Now you don't die small $25 for him go put on for a place. He pass some for the work and they make noise the whole place. So you see, man, the place $2,500, but no people $10 for pay this thing. You see how Papa can disgrace them. Yes, that's the truth. Find buy link. Go they go contribute na $10, $25. PayPal everywhere they take cash out. It did for their Russian. Yes, send check. I mean, let's do this thing. You see the point. So I go further. I want to thank some very strong patrons. So the simple news we get about all man where they live for inside Ambazonia and say that land, now our land. And it takes me to talking about the incident in Eshobi. I see opponents say, oh, now Amba do this. Anything where no Amba need a busher person. And we don't deny, we know we take that responsibility. Like the public know what happen with those civilians. Yes. I'll be the first person for condemn them. So like public they can't take and for use against me. I just laugh them. Say, how you do no first? How you do no first? It's a very dull thing for the ask newsman that kind of question. And I write now for every title because the facts of the matter don't be clear, but I tell you, say, by my understanding, now La Republic mastermind those kind of acts. And you know what I say, because a man come and CV, or he come in our military clothes, he can do this, you're saying that Amber, no, we deny for take that kind of responsibility. Ambazonia, they get civilian consideration as a top priority. So anything will happen for a shop, those who are 5 brothers they kill will not get any responsibility on that. Yes. Now, whether any newsman go report say, oh, now Amber did this, that one you did on your own. When you report saying that Amber also report on side with military too. Yes, that's when you make it balance. So may that one be clear. I just take this moment for extend sincerest condolences to the families of those victims and say, may God accept their soul in heaven, their souls. So, Mommy and Papa, I want to thank all man as I will talk about that. You see, when I'm on no, say anything where we the 10% will support and it succeed. We the 10% will stand for MTTB, time way on man the day against will succeed, but they got chop the money. Now we don't upgrade from that mistake. We come now can create that as a community. We no man not get hand for inside money, inside $1. Now the community. Now the only platform where the community decides say every gonna $1 probably get for see money, be hide the money, not be your money, not get for your account. Now I see that be so transparent, so clean, so clear, and so on and so forth. Now get this very clearly. The only site where get cash for this revolution past any other site na DAC. Now why that way we need to talk money for audio? You know, I don't start confess about draft now. They make noise. Say the whole race is a draft. You see how disgrace we be for those soldiers they don't share all that nonsense. But now that we will need to talk plenty. We'll come Sunday with the other the whole DAC, we'll get only 10 people or 15 people. We'll clap, we'll glad, we'll register, they will go with. Because we're not there for propaganda. We need please no man. We'll get in a community or approach. We're going to development approach. So one thank all man. Now, if you watch me, go for DAC. www.dacommunity.com. From here, we'll move. Go find Omo Jami. I'll put all those things on my site. Now, the one that was our brother, they call him Niche. If they for some site for Europe, we not call the place for security reasons. It don't build our own site like this. Thing we use and so talk. Man, not call the name of the man, not come me for this thing. Mostly use and forget what you want. So from there, no man will delete you. No man. Okay, go look like so National Telegraph. Go look video I posted about North Cyprus. How many hours ago? Go look how many views. It did it at 1,000. Because they don't restrict and they make me no man even see them again. I don't know why they fear my video then. Any video they say on me, you just fear. Any video. Like I say good morning, they only make and say me put not say reach 10. But glad to do they see here for YouTube. So you get to know the strength where you the 10% get them. Now why that way DAC now the only way forward. If after this and make you show me and quick got DAC surely get meeting, will take a lot of decisions for help one people for change the game. So go for www.dacommunity.com. Write them all DAC and community. Now say 2c.com. Go there, put small thing, register, put $5 $10 because that will surely help for give small thing for Banjo. Yes, that will even help to give small thing for Wazizi. That na community. Would he make sure say anything will be for liberate where people are on the table for DAC. www.dacommunity.com. 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 Now, man, make am very clear for you. I will just give this Clovis man one last warning. Any my the platform talk negatively about that, I block you. I don't need you here. No, if it comes to that, you not get positive comment, get out of this side. Or you not get suggestion, you get out. You'll be blocked. I don't tell the people for that. Say choose your friend because people they only kind of got this trap. They can't make noise go here and so on. Oh, they say hey, this, but now the only side people they go contribute genuinely because they see that money. No man if it touch $1. Nobody. That's a fact. Now, that way that the one start launch, I will tell my brother Alan and Salas and the rest, and all they do that. I tell them, say, me, Eric Tato, I no go ever talk about the launch for that if I not finish arrange my radio station. Because if I not do them, people say, oh, not that, because they know how to create conspiracy. They say, and I say, they be stopped. Because they say, all the project, all my projects be done all before anything where I did involve myself. That is the wisdom that God don't give me. So I want to beg all my idea. Go for that. www.dacommunity.com. www.dacommunity.com. You should write the website for the very fully. I beg before I end this show in 5 minutes. I want to make sure I don't miss out on nothing. I don't talk about basically. I want to talk about everything. So www.dacommunity.com. See, despite the fact that they don't limit when I see watch 700, 800, 600, which is excellent. Wonderful thing. You see? So that's how it is. So when we're going to see, and that's what we're going to very soon we're going to start building new page. Then we start, before the one can start limit, I will get 1.4, 1 point this. Now they need to complain about say he do this and so on and so forth views. They only now they need that. Say fine, say Facebook unlimited, but all man they still watch the video because as I feel I know say my brother sellers are there for move and immediately put on YouTube and not move and people will put up on various YouTube channels. They all over WhatsApp, people will still watch and will get the message. So www.darkcommunity.com. Now the site that way me Eric Tato, you are most credible activists I endorse them because that is where there's transparency. I will beg the dark police when I should don't think about it. Me, I did agenda setter. I need dark no vision. Bali, Bali, Bafu. One of our brothers Bafu, we don't come. Go meet with dark police. Be careful. Give some money. If you see the protocol, very simple but straightforward. They need means words for dark. So I bless dark. I thank all the dark members. I see how many members there for dark. I talk several to our phone from my house. So this show will end in the next www.dac, that's dark community, you spell community in full after I don't put dark, so now 2c they got .com. Now this way it always pop up. Wonderful. This guy no work. See, like that I want type of the thing that will come. So if you not come, just type in full. We thank God for everything. So all man when you send money for cash app, leave a small note the way Mish be talk. Make sure say small note the day, and then probably they get for still surely do the updating. So we there for $17,135, 331 members. So suppose they don't send registration where they wait their information for update them. So I should say Sister Mirabel, Mitch, and the rest they will work on that. So now the amount that for the we need to go from come back a day. No money touch $1. That is how the revolution will be transparent. So I will make sure say we'll be very happy how Chris Anudoka confess. He don't disgrace all man way he claims say he be dark opposer. He don't disgrace all them. So they can't oppose dark. And in that, when our own man don't take him up disgrace. So Mami and Pado will just play with president music now. His Excellency Sekayoktabe Julius. And when they don't fight all the way for destroy, but America still know that the only legitimate leader. He get the highest and the most popular and most valuable support. Because now, so I assume now politics is a revolution, right? Separation, lady side, but man they will still get the support, credible support, because the only news organ where they report about the issue international for Ambazonia where they report 90%, National Telegraph. Every May it been legitimate and very authentic and objective for describe Ayoktabe as the only leader for the Ambazonia revolution, and then to an extent Dr. Cho the camp for back. Any other person like Bo Herbert and once I go write say Bo Herbert and Maurice narrative, I want to go write on National Telegraph. I don't craze. If I want to write about, say, I'll write Ayoktabe, Dr. Akwanga, and then Ayaba Cho, and Milan Atam, John Baku, Koti, like leader for consortium and publisher of Timescape. I'll quote Sako, say, he do it, he say, chop crap, or he do that. That's what people have to understand. Because I know that Americans say, people's this, now fake, everybody knows it. He's not nowhere in the US. Now, only for workshop when I defend that team. Now, I can say, how many mammy that men US go call Eric Tate and then go up, come down. Nobody not ever recognize that way Sako the leader. They know the groups already be recognized. One, the IG, led by Ayoktabe. That is it. You go for America, Canada, everywhere. That's the only thing that is recognized. Egg of C, where Yabacho, the leader. Then Akwanga Ebenezer. Now, those are the groups. Milan Atam is scope. John Baku is consortium because apart. Any other thing, na joke. No man, nobody. Now, only I write on WhatsApp. That's the truth. Then he says Sako. Who did quote Sako? Me for you to do it before. Now say I do again. You don't find say that thing is discrediting. First I can say Ambazonia president, why they used to do it to you, but now you do it again because you know very well saying that fake. A lot of talks to the work contacts me do and for proof. Otherwise, Eric Tate will not concern me. He will continue to diminish any man we refer to Sako as president of Ambazonia. Now either for WhatsApp group or now fake media with 10 polling reader. That's just the truth. But when it comes to national Caribbean international, we recognize as a media organ. We recognize one leader when Ayoktabe. That's the truth. Now, our report remain on that perspective. It remain objective. We get our brother won't congratulate you when he win. He get certificate from jail. I'll just put an obvious one and see him. He inside jail. He do online. So take get certificate. Ma go for the certificate when I see him. You know, I even see man go for what's out this Monday. So before I go, so in this he win quickly. Okay, now I said look at this. Where he win from jail. He write. So he get certificate for graphics master class pro design. So one congratulate our brother Benji for a wonderful thing. God bless you. So you did jail for Sika Ambazonia. You still take your time for study. And our president, His Excellency Sisiko Ayokta Bejulos, he don't congratulate him. I go write them na news. Any man with one vex, go create your own news organ, maybe as popular as National Telegraph, White House read and all man and then write your own. Say Sakotu congratulations. But for me, that's what I know, and that's what's legitimate. So that's what people read, and that's one also thank Restoration Forces for the Bui road. We now they Kumbu. You know, agree with me say some UN motor they don't arrive for the. I will just put out the. I'll go there quickly. Just give me a minute. I'll pull out that information. Where is this information? Okay, I try to pull out very quickly. You must see. Where is this? Anyway, that's cool. So UN motor they don't reach Kumbu. I will bring out this picture. I try to pull out the contact, but unfortunately I need to see them here. But the motor they don't reach Kumbu, and one time Restoration Forces and say they leave that work up they smooth to and fro. We thank everybody where be participate for coordinate. So it be very important. Say we not touch humanitarian motor them, and at the way that our population, our people they don't understand. We thank our president, His Excellency Dr. Julius, for a wonderful job. He be very curious when it comes to issues that concern Ambazonia. Now, what I recommend number one, the Mandela of our time. Go play music for end this show. God bless you. Not forget to go for DAC. You go register and they go contribute some things so that if you help to contribute something for Palm Olanjo. Also make your own personal contribution for Pai a funeral. God bless you. Now, more listening or praise the music before we close.
Julius Ayoktabe, Assistant Vice President for Digital Services and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria.
Okay, just quickly, I don't pull out. So, it been yesterday with 2 UN motor that we reached Kumbu. Very, so I don't pull out the information. So they reached Kumbu safely yesterday. Be 2 UN motor, they mark our UN logo and the flags. They also get Plan International. They also they then reach out. They did it with medical this thing. Of course, so all of them don't come back. They don't go come back, and we thank people there for Kumbu Restoration Forces and for Bui for making sure that was possible. So I talked with a couple of them for they all along that road for make sure say they leave that motor, and I'll be happy to say the motor don't go come back very safely. So God bless. I will start by playing the music, but we'll end the show with playing the music.
Julius Ayoktabe, Assistant Vice President for Digital Services and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria.
All right, we'll end there. I want to thank all man way if you enter that Sakwe World Draft. If you hear the new one, in Ngwa. So there were many Ngwas in the World Draft. They talk about pledge and the difference will mean I say I be pledging. I call my name because I was still pleasure go for they had the figure for art. Then not see the my pledge. Not be no Ngwa say $5,000. I don't see one guy they call one a Willie. He say Emmanuel the back say all my be pledge. You don't get a number. Me they send the money there. Okay, that's cool. All right, so we'll end the show. We'll be very happy the way these guys disgrace themselves about this fake draft. And just like draft, just like cat, so it'll be last care for end, and we'll be very happy. So before you just enter this room, enter, pack. According they try me, I say most of them na la Republic they will enter, they will say, well anyway, that was just a joke though. You know, like always they, very serious and tough. But that's fine. So that's it. We're going to end here. Thank you so much. God bless you now, and remain very faithful. Bye bye.